there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Washington State Cougars. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the first swing of the game. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of, a cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Now adjusting. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid of
taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bulldozes his way through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Oh, the sweet feet. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The shotgun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Meredith. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Ernie on the Jets. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Meriden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home.
Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner will be knocked down. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
From this spot on the field, that will be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Williams will pass. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football.
Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
He tosses one high and deep. deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
The Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple? He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A third down try for the offense. Williams will pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Three wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And they fail to hook up on third down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Williams looking for a man. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 31 over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Washington State going quickly. 3rd down play from the gun. Using the quick game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. Lots of running room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On the run, it's Coleman. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Tries to do it himself on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Go straight ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Rushes on him. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
Man, this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Finds this big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, honestly, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ellison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to go down as time has run out. The Huskies